watched the video by this guy on Called by the Grave, which is actually kind of sad because the ban list just kind of killed the Called by the Grave video, or at least the necessity and the concept of it, because he was arguing that Called by the Grave should not be looked at as a staple and that it's an overrated card. And he went into the mathematics of it and percentages. I was like, wow, this is a really good argument. You know what I mean? And then obviously Called by the Grave is limited now, so the whole thing doesn't really, doesn't really work anymore. But regardless, it was a good video. Like, chat, watch out. This could be the next competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. Like, if Celza wants to kind of be like this is the video right here. If Celza wants to do something like this, where this guy is just doing his own thing, not worrying about what the rest of the Yu-Gi-Oh community is doing, that's perfectly fine. But I feel like his timing was like off, because after the ban list, and I'm not saying that you have to like chase the trends, right? But because generally after the ban list, people want what Lithium put out there. People want to see new monarchs for the format. People want to see, you know, what deck can exploit Rusty Bardiche, etc., etc. I just don't know if Celza, like, a Mermail video after the ban list just feels weird, I guess. What's up, Akinacism? I don't play Tour Guide or have you tested? Okay, but have you tested? Obviously, you don't play Bardiche now. Have you tested Rusty Bardiche? Because your entire deck is dark, right? And I just assume you play Tour Guide because can't Tour Guide summon any of the Unchained monsters? Are they level 3? I feel like they're all level 3 or close. Called by the Grave at 1 is the dumbest hit. By the way, chat, hold on. Chat, oh my god. Is that another why Cap G is right, chat? Hold on. Which band, does anyone remember off the top? Which ban list did Called by the Grave go to 2? Because I'm like 90% certain I was like the only one who said that Called by the Grave should actually go to 1. It should be working its way down the ban list and not stay at 3. The con Unchained aren't dark. Oh, they aren't all dark. I'm like, I thought their archetype was dark. Testing PK Luna Light, says Rala guys. Lithium releases context so quickly. Well, I think he just wanted to test it like immediately. But that what I'm saying, chat, is if Celza wants to kind of put his name out there, if he's gonna make like videos, what's up, Celza? I made 2 videos, by the way. I put 2 videos aside for banless videos. Celza, my question is, why did you put a Mermail video? Like, I understand you want to do rogue video decks, but I just don't get it. Like, Mermail were unaffected by the ban list completely, if I'm not mistaken, other than I guess Jet Synchron. And I just don't know if people want to watch that. Chat, does anyone remember that? Hold on. What ban list, chat, was that? What Called by the Grave went to hunt? I'm gonna Google that. Called by the Grave. Semi-limited. Chat, I feel like we've argued this, by the way. Hold on. Maybe I can search. Hold on. Now Called by the Grave gets semi'd. Okay, it's September. Was there a ban list September 2008? Okay, or 2018. Hold on. Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list September 2018. I don't remember what else. What's it called? Can we just speaking of ban? Can we just press 1 in the chat? Can we please ban Yu-Gi tubers with their mouths open? Like, how are we not better? How are we not better than this? Like, how long are we gonna do this, chat? Oh, got burned. What? Like, are we not past this? 2 years. Every single one of their thumbnails looks exactly the. If we look at, this is no knock on Simo and Sam. If we look at their thumbnails from literally fucking yesterday, they look exactly like they did 2 years ago. Like, how long are we gonna milk this whole face open? I'm shot. Like, I'm sorry. I just had to get that out, Chad. True arrows. Hold on. Is that actually Ferrazzo? Is that 200 IQ? That's actually 200. How about, chat? How about having a mouth open and the arrow pointing into your mouth? That might actually be like, forget about 97,000. Simo might have got 970,000 views. Like, that might actually be that might actually be 200 IQ. Not just mouth open, but actually have the arrow pointing into your mouth. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find my video. The reason that I'm looking for this, chat, is I don't want. God damn. Wait, this can't be it. Oh my fucking god, new band list is here. Stratos on band soup. God, chat. 40, I got 40,000 views? God damn. Okay, hold on. I just need to know if this, because I don't remember what else got hit on this list. That's a lot of fucking views. Was this the Stratos list? Let's see. Samsara loaded. It is his band list. Okay, hold on. Spells. Let's see. We're on band cards. And Called by the Grave got, okay, so if it got semi-limited, it's gonna be towards the end of the video. Alright, hold on. I just don't want you guys thinking that I'm like this is a new argument. I want you guys just to hold on.
Just Called by the Grave view, and it
this is the Called by the Grave part. Let's see how right I am. Hold on. Prime cap. Yo, press, was I still in my prime, chat, in 2018? This does have 40,000. Was I still in my prime? I was right 2 years. No, I was always right. This is Level Eater all over again. I'm always right. Let's see.
Oh, these are semi-limits. Okay, so Cosmo Dart Destroyer is semi-limited. Called by the Grave. I told you, mother lovers. I told you. People memed me and they were like, Cap, you're dumb. I said it. I said Called by the Grave is in danger of getting hit. The reason is because it makes it so Gokis can like always pop out. Oh, you have a hand trap? Who cares about hand trap? I can just Called by the Grave you, and
I don't understand. This is 2 full years later. This argument is still 100% intact. Like, I don't get how, if the point of, if we're gonna make all of these anti-combo cards like Nibiru, and then these decks keep finding ways to play around hand traps, then the card that stops hand traps is a card that should get hit. This is like the same concept that got is it Magical Midfield Breaker? What's the fucking field spell, chat, that makes it so you can't like target anything and you can't like destroy whatever that field spell is? That card got, it's like the same exact concept. Like, I have no idea why people want Called by the Grave at 3. Like, all it does is say that if I'm gonna combo and you have a card to stop me, nope, now you don't stop me, I combo, GG. Have board break card or I win. Magical Mid, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they hit Called by the Grave so that they can promote Crossout Designator, you want to know my answer to that? Limit Crossout Designator 5-head. I get that people are saying that. That's obviously the working theory, right? The working theory is that yes, Konami hit Called by the Grave to sell new cards. I don't necessarily like, I mean, I guess that could be the reason. We'll never know officially, but my argument is that Called by the Grave should just get hit on its merits. I don't believe that we should have more cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And you guys just agree. I don't believe we should have more cards that let you push combos through. I don't think that we need that. Unless you're going to give us the ultimate anti-combo card and Max Seaback, which Konami's never going to do because, I mean, we've had how many ban lists? Then stop giving us more cards to like push combos through. You know what I mean? If you, again, I don't like the idea of if I have Ash to stop your Halifibrax, you Called by the Grave and you just make 10 negates and win. Like, I don't like that. You know what I mean?
it makes them.
There was a single card on this FNL list that was released after 2018. That is something that I do think is true, Big Pimpin'. I do believe, if you really look at the Forbidden Unlimited list, chat, I believe that Konami kind of danced around. Like, okay, essentially, if Konami hits things like Jet Synchron and Block Dragon, these are not cards that they're making money off of. I guess to put it that way. Like, okay, that's a good point. If you really look at the ban list, you think, oh, they did so much shit. They hit Jet Synchron and Mecha Phantom Beat. Yeah, but they're not making any money off those cards. Like, Konami can still hypothetically get you to buy Adamanticators right now. They can still get you to buy, is it Dual Designator? Whatever the set that was that brought all the fucking Link monsters that like broke the, I always get Dual, I think it's Dual Designator. I always get that and Dual Power mixed up. They can technically still get you to buy those products. They just banned out old cards that they're not going to make any money. Like, Konami's not going to make any fucking money off Block Dragon anymore, but they can still get you to buy Eldorado, Adamanticators, and a lot of the old cards. Yo, Max C, Halifibrax still. But I mean, we know that. Konami, okay, Called by the Grave is limited. Now let's semi-limit Ash Blossom next list. They did that in the OCG and they immediately reversed. You can't semi-limit Ash Blossom. Like, come on, bro. Like, just leave Ash Blossom alone. But I did want to just point this out, chat. I've been on this whole Called by the Grave should be limited for like a long time. It's not even just the whole Book of Moon argument where if a card becomes too popular, Konami just hits it because they don't like every deck playing one card, which that would actually get Ash Blossom like hit on the ban list. But I personally believe cards that let you combo, like us having more cards in Yu-Gi-Oh that let you push through combos, I think is unhealthy. It's the reason why, again, Magical Midfield Break, like why isn't that card at 3? Because people were playing it in Goki and it would make it a lot easier. They were basically like immune to hand traps. Dual Overload. Is it Dual Overload or Dual Power? Whatever. Dual Designator. Whatever the set. You guys know what set I'm talking about. The set that gave us Halifibrax, Auroradon, Union Carrier. There's got to be like 2 more broken links in there. Verde Anaconda. That set. The set that like ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! That gave us all the broken link monsters. Konami can still technically sell that because all the cards from 2020, that the good cards, like they can, like all of them are basically still in play. Link God Dragon, it's Overload, Generator Monarch. I feel like a lot of people, I mean, I get that the ban list is giving us a lot of new stuff to play, but I feel like a lot of people are trying bad decks. Although I will say this, chat, and I'm only gonna give you guys a one more I was right. Have you guys seen that fucking Goki combo that summons Rusty Bardiche? I saw that on Ready to Duel's channel. That shit seemed kind of scary, chat. Like, and I'm just gonna tell you guys one more time. Isolde should be banned, chat. I'm just saying. You guys are gonna all come around to that whole Isolde should be banned. Just believe, like, it's only a matter of time. Regarding previous discussion about YugiTuber thumbnails, are we talking about what about YugiTuber thumbnails? And Isolde. Bardiche, Halifibrax. Dude. Oh my god. I mean, look, chat, maybe it's a shitty replay deck, but have y'all seen, dude, the Goki, I can't click it. Rather, guys, can you post that again? I kind of want to see what you're talking about. Out of Touch, Called by the Grave at 1 hits rogue decks more than anything else. No. Are you the same person who posted that on my channel? Someone posted that on my. I do not buy that at all. Okay, how does let's just pick some rogue decks, right? Altergeist, Guru. Is Sky Striker a rogue deck, or is it not even like relevant? Like, Sky Striker, I guess. Like, how do those decks benefit from Called by the Grave? I'm Out of Touch. Okay, that's fine. How do those decks like benefit from Called by the Grave? Like, at all? Like, Called by the Grave. All Called by the Grave is used for is to push through hand traps. That's basically it. It's not used as like some defensive card. I mean, as the game state goes, as the game goes deeper, Called by the Grave just gets worse and worse each turn. It's basically an extremely powerful card in like the first 2 turns of the duel, which is where combo decks need to win the duel. So I don't understand how it benefits like rogue decks, not more than it benefits combo decks. That's why we've even, Called by the Grave is so impactful, chat. We've even, if you look at like the numbers, because the guy Top Tier Yu-Gi-Oh! Even broke this down. The numbers of like hand traps that we're playing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they can't be stopped by Called by the Grave. Gamma, Nibiru, Impermanence, etc., etc. They are more sensible to it, Cap. What do you mean by more sensible? Are you saying that they're like stopped by it? Because I don't think, I mean, this is interesting. I don't think Called by the Grave does anything against like a lot of those control decks, and I don't really think that they benefit from Called by the Grave that much. But I know, like, to me, an opening Called by the Grave can be the difference between a deck like Adamancipator's winning or losing. Like, they Called by the Grave your Ash Blossom, they probably just like win. You know what I mean? If that's going to, what's it called? My shitty deck loses to Ash. I don't get the context of that statement. If your deck loses to Ash, then your deck's just bad. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if your deck loses to Ash Blossom, then your deck's just bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not Ash's fault. Your deck's just bad. Solution: give archetype specific Called by the Graves for weaker / rogue decks. That's fine. Like, that's perfectly fine. Oh my god, you guys are giving me paragraphs. Isolde doesn't deserve to get banned. It wasn't used in the meta for like 2 years. You know what you just described? You just described Heavy Metaphor's Electromite, by the way. I want to finish reading that, but we keep getting these damn paragraphs. It's not its fault there are broken links that should be banned that it interacts with. The problem with ISO is simple. They're like, what is the restriction of ISO, chat? That the card you search can't be used that or summon that turn? Like, I mean, I guess you could say that all the other shit you go into after ISO is broken, but I just don't buy that. I think ISO is just fucking broken. Shitty FNL list thumbnail. Oh my god, the paragraphs are OP. Stop with the paragraphs. I'm sorry, Riley guys, can you just copy paste that again? I'm trying to click what you're posting, but we keep getting these damn paragraphs. I hate these, it helps rogue arguments. Just explain to me. All I want, you guys hate this song anyway, so it's fine if I pause it. Just someone explain to me. Just break it down in simple dumb terms we can all understand. Please explain to me how Called by the Grave hurts, like not having Called by the Grave hurts rogue decks. I really have not seen someone just explain that in like basic English. Like, tell me how having 2 less Called by the Graves makes Ultra worse. Like, please explain that. Because I know it makes combo decks worse. There are less hand traps. I don't know how the fuck they're gonna play around cards like Ash and Baylor now, because I don't think that they'll be able to, unless they play like 3 tactical talents and just everything, which I guess that's gonna be the plan for now on. Oh my wait, did you just take a picture of me right now? Did you just take a picture of me right now? Is this it, chat? Is this what we become? I think this is what we actually just become. Yeah. Thank you very much, Raleigh guys. I mean, if I had this, I think this is the thumbnail. Oh my fucking god, Forbidden Unlimited list. You know what I mean? I would have preferred to have Rusty Bardiche on here. How's my week been? My week's been pretty good. My week has actually been excellent. The Chiefs won. We got the ban list out of the way. Like, my week has just been good, chat. Tactical what? I mean, you guys can say, Cap, you're too disconnected from Yu-Gi-Oh! But based on the teeny tiny bit of new format that I've seen, which is basically just watching Lithium and Ready to Duel videos, kind of seems like right now, if I wasn't gonna play Called by, if I was playing a combo deck, I'll say this, I would probably play 3 tactical talents, because that card feels like it's always gonna be good if you go second, and it feels like it has a good chance of being insane if you go first. Like, if someone hand traps you, you basically just get a pot of greed, I guess. You know, because their shitty decks literally pass after getting hand trapped once, so they use Called by the Grave as a crutch, and are too poor to afford triple attack. Well, no, but that's never something Konami should take into consideration, chat. They never, no. That's not a good argument. Konami, Yu-Gi-Oh has always had $100 cards, right? This is not new. Go all the way back to GX era, chat. You know, go back to the days of when Pot of Duality first came out in Duelist Revolution. That's 5Ds. Go back to the days of Dark Arm Dragon, well, Phantom Darkness, Dark Arm Dragon, $275. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh has always had expensive staples. If you're too poor to afford them, get good. Sorry. So being too poor to afford the new $100 card is really not Konami's fault or problem. I'm not gonna say blame John Moore, but blame John Moore, blame Robbie, blame the Market Watch channels. Just don't be poor. But I don't agree with that. Like, are you basically saying that if I'm playing Guru and I get Ash that I just have to pass turn? Like, I don't agree with that. And even if I did agree with that, that means your shitty deck's just bad. Like, most Guru decks will, I mean, even if they don't open Extravagance, if I activate Terraforming and you Ash and I just pass, like, just play a fucking, like, build your deck better. Like, what the fuck? If you lose the one hand, like, I would not lose to a single Ash playing Ultra, guys. At least I don't think so. If you just lose to, we'll just use Ash as an example because it's the most popular card in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you just lose to a single Ash, like, your deck's just bad. Like, it doesn't even deserve your time at that point. Or at least you shouldn't be considering it to be a competitive deck. That's just your deck being bad. So just build a better deck. I agree with Price. I'm talking about casuals. Well, yeah, I mean, bruh, if you're talking about people who are playing like fucking, what's the shitty Ultra Athlete deck, Formula Athlete? If you're talking about some guy who's like, Cap, hand traps are bad for Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Every time I play FAs, I get Ghost Ogred and like I can't play. Like that person you should not take that person's opinion into consideration. Like, a competitive ban list should not be looking at the bottom of the barrel Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'm not saying you just have to look at freaking Jesse Cotton and like the high-end players, but like, don't go to that dude who always gets 30th place at locals. Like, that guy's fucking irrelevant in terms of like constructing a ban list, to be honest. And if you're talking about like tier 10 decks that just lose to one hand trap, like, I'm saying, can we at least go to like tier 2 decks? You know, like, I think if you Ash a Fluffle deck, they're probably gonna be fine. That deck has like fucking 15 search cards. They got what? Fluffle, they got Toy Vendor, Patchwork, Dog. Like, they have so many fucking wings. Like, they have so many fucking cards that they can like power through a hand trap. Like, and Fluffle's not even a good deck. That's just a random deck. What's it called? Combo decks would rather play 17 extenders than called. Decks that can't run all those extenders need called. No, but those decks don't. My point is, those decks don't lose to one hand. Chat, name me the decks. Let's just put it on wax. Name me the decks you guys are talking about, because I guarantee you those decks are like so bad that we shouldn't be taking them into. It's gonna be like Ice Barriers or some shit like that. Attic Mister. Exactly. You guys can't name me any like decent decks. Give me DD. Name me like the decent deck that just loses to hand traps. Like that. No, I'm not talking about like 5 hand traps. Just 1 hand trap where Called by the Grave would like seriously make it that much, like would make that big of a difference. Did we just say Jesse Cotton Faker? I think Called by the Grave hit is necessary because of the whole bottomless torrential book argument. It's a weird time to hit it because no one was running it. Even the rogue. My point is, I don't think fucking rogue decks play the card. Like, it is. I mean, maybe a deck like Salamangreat, chat, because it's like a weird. Salamangreat is like it's like shitty, but also kind of like a. Salamangreat's like the most combo-y control deck you can be. But like, chat, would you play, if you were building a deck like Sky Striker, would you play Called by the Grave? Like, I wouldn't. Sky Striker, the whole deck is just like one monster going into like 10 links. Like, I don't think you really need, one hand trap ain't gonna stop you. You know what I mean? You aren't making sense at all. Why did it need to be hit? I just told you, because Adamancipators, because when you're lucky enough to actually stop an Adamancipator, like okay, when the time arises where the Adamancipator goes Needle Fiber, and if you would actually stop that with like a Veil or an Ash, they can't do anything because they got a shitty hand of like Block Dragon, other shitty random Gaga card. That's a duel you should win. Except with Called by the Grave, you don't win it. That's my point. With Called by the Grave, they stop your hand trap, they combo and you lose. That's the point that I'm making. I don't think we should have more cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! That just more bailout cards that say, well, you were gonna stop me, but now I have this anti-hand trap card, so I win. There's too much power in Yu-Gi-Oh! In the first turn for us to have more cards that make the first turn like even, or that make the early game state even easier. That's my point. You know, again, why is getting mad? I'm actually not mad. I'm actually like real talk. I'm not mad at all. Why is a card like Magical Midfield Breaker limited to 1, chat? Because it made it easier for Goki. I believe it wasn't that 86, chat? Wasn't that Rongo Myriad? Like the time that got hit? Like, you don't want decks to have more easy ways of getting to 10 negate boards. And I mean, Rongo 10 negates, it's basically the same exact thing. You know what I mean? Like that's my point. No one was running it. I mean, I don't want to speak to the whole no one was running it. That the reason that I don't think that that's relevant, Selza, is because I've had this argument since 2018. We just proved that, chat. This is not something that CapG just Called by the Grave going to 1 is not a new CapG take. It's a take from 2018. So it's not like I just made this up out of nowhere. Like I talked about this 2 years ago, chat. Fake format. Decks with mini extenders don't run Called by the Grave because they play through disruption anyway. Talent just makes the card obsolete. Talent just makes the card obsolete in decks like Infernoids. Well, I mean, Talon is a new card, so okay. If we're applying my logic, chat, that's from 2018. I don't really know that. Like, I mean, Talon's like a brand new card, so I mean, maybe you guys can say, well, yeah, it doesn't need to be hit now because Talon is just better, but I don't know. What's up, Victor? How are you guys doing? He said Infernable. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw. Okay, I'm sorry. So wait, hold on. Are you saying Infernable? Hold on, I have to read that. Decks with extenders, talents just makes cards obsolete in decks like Infernables. Okay, my bad. I saw Infern and okay, my brain's just off. Not a single deck was running it, so I'm confused how you're saying it was so powerful that it needs. I don't even, man. All right, hold on. Chat, where can we just find these freaking pro play games lists? I so don't even consider pro play games like real events, but they're the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Cup. Okay, fair enough. That's all right. I'm gonna push back on this whole no one was playing it. Because first thing we need to do, current format data. I guarantee you it's top 5 card. If it's not top 5, I guarantee you it's top 10. It should be at least top 10. I'm not molding. It's just you guys keep saying no one's playing the card, and again, based on the video that I just watched, like Call by the Grave is still a popular card. All right. I don't know how to use this site, so bear with me, chat. Wait. Here it is. Card statistics. All right. So these, I assume, this is from June, so I don't know how this works. Search up the Konami Invitational. Yeah, but wasn't that event only like 5 players? So I want like, I mean, even dueling book competitive, in my opinion, would be single cards. Okay, I think this might work. Let's see. Ash is the most popular card, obviously. Impermanence, Extract. I told you guys this is the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! By the way. Where have we come in Yu-Gi-Oh! That Dark Magician is the 4th most popular card in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if that says Yu-Gi-Oh's great or Yu-Gi-Oh's like fucking unplayable. Dark Magician, literally the 4th most popular. I feel like that's if I was still just trying to pump out shitty video chat, that would 100% be a video tomorrow. You won't believe the 4th most popular card in the metagame. And I would just have like fucking Yu-Gi or something. But that, to me, that's just shocking. I mean, I know obviously why. All right, let's see. Verde and I feel like all 3 of these cards, all 3 of these could just be one, really. And even yeah, all 4 of this is just one card basically. Like we might have to remove that. Desires, Linkuriboh, Alistair, Potadua. Really? Huh. I'm not gonna lie. Called by the Grave it's lower than I thought, but this is lower than I thought, chat. But it's not. This is not so low that you guys can say it's irrelevant. Like, is this irrelevant? I don't know. Hold on. How many cards? We're gonna count the whole Red Eyes engine as one card though. Needle Fiber, not top. All right, Ash and Permanence. These would be my guesses, by the way. If you asked me the top 3 most popular cards, I would have gotten all 3 of them. Because these, I talked about this in April, and these haven't moved at all. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I'm counting Dark Magician, Red Eyes. I'm counting this as just one fucking card. So 4, 5 is Fibrax, I guess. So not top. Well, hold on. We have to finish counting. I think 6, 7, 8. How the fuck is Linkuriboh like one of the most popular? Is this because of Altergeist? How is this like one of the most popular cards? I know Altergeist play it, but like, I mean, I get Linkcross, but how's Linkuriboh more popular than Linkcross? Out of dinosaurs? Is it because people turn the tokens, the Lost World tokens, you turn them into Linkuriboh? Is that it? Anyways, I think we're at like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18. It's kind of down there. Hold on, let's see the number. 52% win. It's okay. Look, I'll give you guys this. It's not like the most popular card, but I still think I think my core argument works, chat. Even if you guys are saying no one's playing it, which I guess this is backed up by this stats. If it's like the 20th most popular card, it's really not, I guess, the most popular card. Read the chat, you boomer. Go to match cards if you're looking for cards used in single ladder. Okay, how do I search that? Let's see. Cards, the match cards. What's the difference between this and single, Big Pimpin'? It's not even on the first page, I don't think. Ashen and Permanent still the top 2 cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Mecha Phantom Beast still. Yeah, what's the difference? Go to match. Oh, that's from sing. Oh, my bad. So those are from single. Oh, okay, those definitely don't matter then. Single duels don't matter. People who play singles, I've always thought this, and I'm not saying this as like an elitist because obviously I'm not good at Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, but I've always thought like people who just play singles, like you're just bad, because no good player will only want to test the deck in a 1 out of 1 format. Like no good player wants to test that, because good players want to test decks for events. And no event, you're not gonna. No, that's not even toxic. That's just true. Like no, if you're someone who's like I only play single, that you're just bad. Like who the fuck? Why would you build a deck that's only good for singles? Like that's not how real competitive Yu-Gi-Oh is played. Sorry. Yeah, that's for somebody like Shatner. Like if you only want to play your little shitty Fable Quasar deck and you just scoop anytime you go second, like yeah, that's for people who like just want to play shitty replay decks. If you want to play an actual good deck that's gonna like top a YCS or a regional, you don't play singles, because singles are not how Yu-Gi-Oh is played. You know, you don't need side decks in singles. Interesting. All right, it doesn't matter, chat. The point that I'm making, and look. I'm not gonna be like Mr. We need to hit everything, because I guess you could argue 3 Tactical Talents does other stuff other than push through hand traps. I think Called by the Grave barely did anything but push through. Like, yeah, there are certain games where you could like banish a Salamangreat Spinny or maybe hit a Ray effect or something like that. But for the most part, we know what fucking Called by the Grave was used for. Most of its power was to hit hand traps. I just don't believe until the power of turn 0 in Yu-Gi-Oh! Somehow, some way, and I don't know if Konami can ever fucking do this, until it gets pulled down. I'm gonna distract you because y'all mauled.
I am gonna distract you and DP now BC y'all mauled. Chat, give me a Baldo 7 if you think I shouldn't be mod anymore. I am not quitting, I am just curious.
Wait, that was... Thank you, Lord Bakura. BP was was he I don't think... I wasn't really... I mean, I wasn't molding. I was maybe molding with the Gumblar arguments, but I wasn't molding with this. What I was going to say, Baldo 7, if you don't think, if you think I shouldn't be mod anymore, I'm not quitting, just curious. Lord Bakura, you're fine. Why would you want to ask a toxic question like that when you know the chat, well, you know where the chat's going to be? I guess we can just chat. We can boil this argument to this simple. It's a yes or no question. Do you believe Yu-Gi-Oh should have more cards that are simply tailored? I'm talking about cards, generic cards that are simply tailored to make combo decks be able to combo more consistently. And I know that's a yes or no question, by the way, chat. I know people are saying that like rogue decks needed Called by the Grave, but I just don't buy that. Like, I don't really think good rogue decks get stopped by one hand trap. I really don't think so. And first off, impermanence against control decks is like almost unplayable. And that's the second most popular card in Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you can't play around one Ash, then your deck's just bad and you need to pick a better deck or build a better deck. Big Pimpin' was? I didn't really get the sense he was modding, but maybe. Called by the Grave is so useless. Konami limits it to replace with a similar but worse card. I don't know that Crossout Designator is worse, because Crossout Designator can stop like Nibiru. Oh my goodness, Crossout Designator, chat, can stop impermanence. It can basically, without having to list all the cards, Crossout Designator can technically stop all the cards that Called by the Grave didn't stop. And it can stop the cards that Called by the Grave did stop. I'm just saying, if you Gamma me, I can technically Crossout Designator your Gamma. Although Gamma might not be the best example because Gamma's not a hard once per turn, so you can use it over and over again. But the point remains. Wrong section, go to the top and click current format. Wait, okay, hold on. No, what's it called? Princely Blood, this is based on the last 7 days. Like, this is fine. Yeah, it says data reset from June 15th, 2020 format. But this data is based on the last week, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like, if whatever the last week of Yu-Gi-Oh is, whatever the best decks are, like, I'm fine with that pool of information. Ghost Ogre stop Salamangreat. I mean, not if they open Foxy, I guess. Yeah, but you have to run them so it's bad, like I sowed. Wait, you have to run what? I saw. I'm. This is my prediction, chat. This is my. Hold on. We should document this. I'm documenting this just to prove how right I am, chat. I'm gonna what's today's date? September 12th. All right, September 12th. Where's my big document of videos to make? This is it. By the end of this format, chat, people will be screaming for ISO to be banned. That's what people will be saying.